Hello, I'm back. First of all, I'm sorry that I haven't done a video in a little while, but my daughter-in-law Megan has been in UK hospital. She had thyroid surgery last week and come home and had to end up going back because her calcium bottomed out. And it got pretty bad, but God has brought her through, and they've got her own medicine that is helping her, and she came home yesterday, so she's doing real good. But with that being said, I'm going to do another chicken and dumpling video. And this time, I'm going to do the drop dumplings. I guess some people call them fluffy dumplings or whatever, but I'm going to do the drop dumplings. I'm using the same recipe that I used for my thin dumplings, but I'm just going to spoon them out this time. And my cameraman Dalton is supposed to be coming over to help me, but he's not made it yet. So I'm going to go ahead and put my chicken on and show y'all like before, like how I do it. So I've got my chicken thighs and a cup of onion. That was probably a medium-sized onion. And I've not got much in this, so I'm going to use it all. So about that much, better than bouillon. There's just a little bit down in there, so I'm just going to get it all out. Because last time I done this, I didn't have to add no salt. Or maybe I did add a little. I can't remember. But I always taste it and see when the chicken gets done and see if it needs any. And then I'm going to put, you know me with measurements, I'm going to put about that much garlic. Then I'm going to put some pepper. And I know this ain't going to be enough pepper, but I always just put a little to start it, you know, whenever I cook it. So we can always put more pepper later. You can put in, but you can't take out. So there's one thing different with this video than my other video for my chicken and dumplings, is I couldn't find no cream of celery at my local Walmart yesterday, and I was just so tired, I just didn't stop nowhere else. So instead of using a can of cream of chicken and a can of cream of celery, I'm just putting 2 cans of cream of chicken. I know I could have got some fresh celery, but I just really didn't want to stop nowhere else. And I have done them without the cream of celery before, so it's no big deal. And people ask me, why do you just put everything in it on the raw chicken? Well, to me, when you cook it together and not wait till the chicken gets done, I know chicken thighs has good broth in it, but I just like to cook it together, and that way it makes a better broth. So I've got a whole box of chicken broth. And for a long time, I would just get the Good Value brand of chicken broth. But I'm going to tell you, you may think I'm crazy, but I feel like the Swanson does taste better. Let me get this stuff off my hands. So, and now, I'm going to stir it up, kind of mix it up a little bit, because it'll all mix up when it starts cooking. And I'll show you how much juice is in it, because I'm going to add a little bit in it. Let me get me a bowl. Whoop. Boy, you see how things happen? I almost dropped the phone. But that's okay. We're human. Nobody's perfect. Let me bring your reach over. I like to get the water up to right at the top. And I'll start it cooking kind of fast, and then I'll turn it down, let it simmer. And that way that'll be good. Good chicken broth. So, there it is, ready to go on the stove. And I'll cook it, and then I'll come back and show you what's next. Maybe by the time my chicken gets done, Dalton will be here. See you later. Okay, I'm back. My chicken's done. I've got it cooling. And I'll shred it up when it gets cool. But right now, we're going to make the dumplings. I'm going to do 3 cups of flour. I may have to end up getting a bigger bowl, but I'm going to try it in this one. And don't forget, I'm doing the drop dumplings this time. Okay, there's 3 cups of flour. And then I've got my frozen stick of butter that I'm going to shred in it. Can y'all see? Yeah, as you can see, it's just me. Dalton didn't show up. He's trying to get his sleep in, I think, before school starts. So I told his mommy to just let him sleep. He needs his rest. And Walker went home yesterday because his mommy got to come home. So he's coming back to stay with me tonight. And he's wanting me to save him some dumplings. I've almost got it in there. And when I get this made up, I'll show you all the broth, how it looks. Okay. It's so easy to shred if you freeze it. Alrighty. Now listen. My milk, I have trouble with my refrigerator. If you put milk in the back of it, it'll freeze. I don't know why, but it does. So, I shook it. Listen. Here, that won't hurt it. So, I think the last time for 3 cups, I did a cup and a half. So, I'm going to do a cup and a half. Oh, I done 2. Did you see that? Where is my mind at today? But you know what? Since I'm doing the drop dumplings, that may not be too much. So that was 3 cups of flour, 2 cups of milk. But there's one thing about it. If that's too much milk, I can always put a little more flour. But you know what? I don't believe that's going to be too much. That might have been meant for me to do that. Because I'm doing drop dumplings. Well, that has fixed it, children. I believe that's going to be perfect. Because it don't have to be as stiff whenever you do the drop dumplings. I done good and didn't even know I was doing good. But I will see if it needs some more. But you know what? I believe that that's perfect for a drop dumpling. See there? Okay. Let me get the rest of it off this spoon. Because you're going to be shocked if you see the spoon that I use. A lot of people use a scooper or a big spoon. But let me show you my little spoon I use. Let me find it. When I do drop dumplings, I use Addie's little spoon. Perfect size. Let me check this one more time. See if I need just a little flour. I said I didn't, but I don't want them to get in my broth and fall apart neither. You know what? I think I'm going to put a little bit more. And I'm just going to pour it, so we'll just guess at it. Maybe 1/4 of a cup. I ain't made the drop dumplings in a long time, so it's kind of trial and error. Yep, I think that done it. That made them a little bit thicker where they won't fall apart. I'll show you once I get them stirred. Yep, I think that done it. I told my daddy, I said, Daddy, I'm doing dumplings. My daddy likes the thin, real thin, rolled out flat dumplings. I said, but they're going to be drop dumplings. You can come and eat. He said, well, if they're tender, I said, well, I'll try my best. But anyway, oh, let me show you this. I've showed you twice how to make my cornbread, but I've already got my cornbread made, and I've already tasted it. It's good. But here is my broth. And I didn't have to put no more salt in it. But I did, instead of adding about 1/4 cup of milk, I added about 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. And listen, let me tell you what I done this time. Everybody, well, not everybody, but some people said when I made them the other time that I wasted all them good onions because I strained the juice. Well, guess what? This time I didn't strain it. I left the onions in it. So I believe that's going to be just fine. So thank you all for telling me that, because I left it in there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my broth back to where it comes to a low boil. And let me get my dumplings. And we're going to set them right here. I know you can't see everything. I need my cameraman. But that's okay. Can you see it enough? Alright. I think that'll work. So let's let it get back to a boil. And then we will start dropping them. I know one thing, it tastes good, that broth does. I tasted it, and it is delicious. I did add some more pepper, but I love a lot of pepper in my dumplings. All right, can you see it? It's starting to boil. So, I may have to turn it down, but all right. So, here we go. You see that size? Drop. Oh, let me get me a little bowl of water. I like to wet my spoon every now and then so they'll come off easy. I'll set it back here. If it starts getting where they won't come out good, see, there we go. See about what size I do? Like that. Don't have to be perfect. Just like when you cut them out, they don't have to be perfect. But I kind of like to drop them a little fast. They don't have to be the perfect size. Let me wet my spoon. So they'll slide off easy. I'm pretty fast at it. So what have you all been doing today? Mike went down, we got church tonight, but he went down to the church house to do a little weed eating. And then he'll be back and the dumplings will be ready to eat. Oh, and I guess he's getting chicken dumplings for his birthday. Today's his birthday. I don't know if he cares if I tell you how old he is or not, but I'm going to do it anyway. He's 59 today. So, he is 59. And I'm 57. So, he's a little bit older than me, not a lot. Okay, it's a boiling real good, so I'm going to turn it down just a little. Let me wet my spoon again. Nothing no better than a cooker of chicken and dumplings. Well, I just want to tell you, I'm glad you all asked for the drop dumplings because, to be honest, it's a lot easier and a lot less messy when you do the drop dumplings. A lot less messy. We don't have to wet my fingers. They're sticking to my fingers. Hey, them babies are swelled up. They look big now. But after they get done, they kind of shrink back down a little bit. They'll be good with a garden cucumber sliced up and a big red tomato. I should have done a video on fried green tomatoes, but I didn't. I may have to try to get me a few out of the garden before they turn ripe. And frying's a mess. It's hard to keep the temperature just right whenever you're doing dumplings. I'm going to kind of pat them down to make sure they're not. Oh, look at her. Oh, they're rising. Let me see the bottom. No, they're not sticking. I was tell you, this cooker that was my mommy's, these Cordon Bleus, they're the best cookerware ever was, that you don't have to worry about stuff sticking in them. Man, oh man. I wish you could smell these. I wish you all could taste the food like when I cook it. But I guess you just have to take my word for it. But you talking about smelling good. That broth smells so good. This is going to be a good cooker of dumplings right here. There was a little girl that goes to our church, and she loved my chicken and dumplings. And I told her, I guess it's her aunt, that if she comes tonight, I'll try to take her a bowl. They may be a fight because they'd be more wanting them than her, so I'll just have to make them a cooker some other time. But make sure she gets some this time. Hopefully. But chicken and dumplings are not very hard to make. Not hard at all. Alright. I'm going to finish dropping these so you won't be bored to death, and we'll come back when they get done and I'll let you know how long I cook them, and then we'll do a taste test. See you in a few. Okay, I'm back. My chicken and dumplings is done, and I already shredded the chicken, and I've got the chicken put back in it. Can you all see them? Look how good they look. And you know what? It didn't hurt one bit to leave them onions in it. You can't even see them. And it is delicious, the broth is. So I'm going to get me a little bit out. I should have already had it done. I'll get me a dumpling and a little bit of juice. And you talking about good, that juice is delicious. Let me get me a spoon so I can cut them in two and show you. Can you see it? There's what they look like inside. That's a fluffy dumpling. Alright. Put me some juice on it. Burn anybody's mouth up. Oh my goodness. They will melt in your mouth. Look right there at them dumplings. Can you see? Oh my goodness. They're so tender. So I think my daddy can eat them. Oh, they're so good. Don't tell nobody. But I think these are better than the rolled out flat ones. Don't tell my daddy. But my husband likes the drop dumplings, so he will love this for his birthday. Oh my goodness. They're good. And you know what? It didn't hurt a bit not putting the cream of celery in it. They are delicious. So, supper's ready. So, I hope you all enjoyed my drop dumpling recipe and try them and see how you like them. And you all have a good day. God bless. And make sure you put God first in your life and everything else will fall in place. Bye-bye.